Hello and welcome to Roving Report, a program that looks at the Northeast in all its dimension and brings you the changing mood and tenor of the region in all its colors. I'm your host Lumpin Vashum, and the highlights of today's program are: tripartite talks on demand for separate states held in Delhi. Manipur journalists condemn threats by militant outfits. And job fair attracts many youth in Arunachal Pradesh. The centre has been trying to find an amicable solution by holding talks with statehood agitators from Assam. Tripartite talks were recently held in the capital with participation by organizations of the Bodos, the Koch Rajbangshis, Karbis. We have a report.
On September 2nd, the first round of tripartite talks was held between Union Ministry of Home Affairs, Assam Government and members of the Joint Action Committee for Autonomous State, or JACAS. The talks centered on the demand for autonomous state under Article 244A of the Constitution, comprising districts of Karbi Anglong and Dima Hasao. The dialogue was chaired by the Joint Secretary Northeast, Shambhu Singh, and the state government was represented by Home Commissioner Mukti Gogoi. The chief convener expressed his satisfaction at the talks but cautioned that they have no intention of calling off their agitation. The advisor of JACAS said that the dialogue was positive and the government has asked for details of the proposed autonomous state, which will be discussed at the next round of talks scheduled for October.
The discussion is positive, and we have been requested, or we have agreed that the JACAS will make a detail of our demand and submit it to the government in the next meeting.
On September 3rd, the centre held talks with two Koch Rajbangshi groups on the demand for a separate state of Kamtapur. Talks were also held with the All Bodo Students' Union on Wednesday and the Bodo People's Front on Thursday to discuss their demand for a separate state of Bodoland.
We are very happy because the matter of statehood demand has been taken up in the discussion, and the government of India, they gave us a patient hearing, whoever the representative from the government of India, and the matter will be, studied. And in the next round of talk, that is already agreed on second week of October, it will be further elaborated. So we are very hopeful because it is in the positive direction.
In the past few months, several groups have intensified their demands for creation of separate states by launching a series of strikes in Assam. The government is taking all possible steps to reach an amicable solution with all the concerned parties agitating for separate states.
The media fraternity in Manipur faces regular harassment at the hands of militant outfits. Recently, scribes and newspaper distributors from the state launched a protest after being threatened by a militant outfit.
More than 200 scribes and newspaper distributors of Manipur took out a rally from the Manipur Press Club in Imphal to the Chief Minister's office complex on the first day of the protest. The protest is being carried out under the aegis of All Manipur Journalists Union in association with the Editors Forum and All Manipur Newspaper Sales and Distribution Association against a recent threat issued to media persons. Some militant outfits have been forcing media houses to publish their press releases without making any changes. Hawkers have also stopped distributing newspapers since August 28 following threats.
Nowadays, what happens, some people, the unknown persons, always threaten the media, and they always forcing them to publish their news in the newspapers, whatever it is right or wrong. So these things is out of these things should not be done in future. And what is the use of threatening these media persons? They are taking such a big role in our state.
A joint delegation of the journalists and hawkers met the Chief Minister and apprised him of the threats. They appealed to him to put in place necessary safety measures for media persons. A sit-in protest was also organized by the editors and journalists on the second day of the protest. Imphal has more than 15 daily publications, including 5 English dailies. Media houses in the state have been facing continuous harassment from various militant outfits.
They are threatening like this to the journalist community who are being considered as the fourth estate. So how can we function properly?
The threats by militants severely affect the functioning of the free press. People in the state want militant outfits to shun violence so that they can live in peace without fear.
Recently, a 3-day-long Job Mela cum Skill Development event was organized by the Arunachal Pradesh government at the Indira Gandhi Park with the aim of helping youth of the state hone their skills to improve their employability. We have a report.
स्किल्स सेट्स सिखाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और आपको इसलिए तैयार कर रहे हैं कि आप जॉब मार्केट में अपने खुद ताकत पर खड़े हो सकें। ये बहुत अहम कदम है और एक ये पहला कदम है, लेकिन मुझे पूरा भरोसा है कि हम इसमें आगे जाएंगे। पहला चैलेंज सबसे पहले जो है वो ये है कि हमें अपना माइंडसेट बदलना होगा। जो स्टेट की यूथ है, जो नौजवान युवक और युवतियां हैं, उनको अपनी सोच में थोड़ा तब्दील लानी होगी, क्योंकि ये सोचकर चलना है कि हमें अपने आप अपने पैरों पर खड़ा होना है। हमें हर आदमी को सरकारी नौकरी की तरफ नहीं भागना।
Various vocational training providers, including NHPC, NEPC, private power developers, Reliance, Indira Gandhi Technological and Medical Sciences University set up their stalls at the fair. During the Mela, the Governor and Chief Minister received checks as subsidy to respective banks and also gave the green for tractor to a farmer under the CM's Agri Mechanization Program, which was launched in 2012-13. In all, 1,700 farmers benefited last year, while 1,600 are targeted this year.
ये एक शुरुआत है, आपको एक दिशा, एक रास्ता दिखा रहा है। उसके आगे में कोई भी कर सकते हैं, चाहे कोई भी यहाँ का अरुणाचल का लोग आगे आ जाएंगे, शुरू कर लेंगे अपना जो ट्रेनिंग दिलवाने के लिए। कोई यहाँ का जो इंजर्स लोग भी कोशिश करेंगे, यहाँ भी हमारा कॉन्ट्रैक्टर्स है, इंडस्ट्रीज है, वो लोग भी कोशिश करेंगे, हमारा डिपार्टमेंट भी करेंगे। लेकिन जो बाहर से लोग आया है, ये फर्स्ट हैंड नॉलेज इंफॉर्मेशन हमको एक दिशा बताएगा, एक रास्ता बताएगा कि ये रास्ता कहाँ लग जाएगा।
There are around 13,838 unemployed youth registered in the state. Such fairs help to create opportunities for skill development and employment generation. The government is looking forward to generate employment for 1 lakh youth in the next 5 years.
The Union Health Minister Ghulam Nabi Azad recently visited Guwahati in Assam and launched a number of health initiatives under the National Rural Health Mission. These initiatives will further strengthen healthcare services in the state. A report.
Recently, the Union Health Minister inaugurated health initiatives worth Rs 500 crores in Assam. They include free generic drug service, Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram, National Iron Plus Initiative, National Ambulance Service, Assam Mother and Child Tracking System and Mother and Child Health Wings in 14 districts of the state. Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi was also present at the public meeting at the Saru Sujai Stadium. Ghulam Nabi Azad highlighted achievements of Assam in the health sector and appreciated efforts of the state government to take full advantage of funds provided under NRHM.
मैं आज ये कह सकता हूं कि स्वास्थ्य में असम एक रोल मॉडल पूरे देश के लिए बन सकता है। ये जितनी भी स्कीमें हमने आज तक लॉन्च की, असम पहला स्टेट है पूरे देश में जिसने एक ही दिन में सबकी सब स्कीमें एक वक्त पे एक मंच से लॉन्च की।
Teleradiology, the first of its kind project to be initiated under the NRHM, was also launched. The 22 crore project has been initiated in 11 districts of the state, and the facility would be gradually expanded, allowing patients to download their reports assessed by experts without having to visit hospitals. For the financial year 2013-14, rupees 1150 crores have been allocated to the state under the National Rural Health Mission.
Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently.
Recently, an improvised explosive device exploded in front of the Governor's Staff Quarter and State Social Welfare Board office near the Governor's Bungalow at Paona Bazaar in Imphal. The blast caused minor injury to a security guard posted outside the Governor's Bungalow. Security in the area has been stepped up following the attack. President Pranab Mukherjee recently presented the Arjuna Award to Nagaland's ace archer Chakravulo Soro. Soro was among 14 sportspersons to be presented with the country's second highest sporting honor at the National Sports and Adventure Awards ceremony in the Rashtrapati Bhavan on 31st August. Recently, cadres of the Zilinggrong United Front abducted and tortured the chairman of the Village Development Authority of Chingmai Kabui village, Nalan Kami. He was brutally beaten and shot on his left foot before being abandoned in the Nam Kaolong area.
In a bid to reach out to people from the Northeast residing in the national capital, the Delhi police recently conducted an interactive review meeting with their representatives. A report.
Delhi is home to a large number of people, both students and professionals from the northeastern states. In order to ensure their safety and welfare, the Delhi police recently organized a review meeting at the Arunachal House with various northeast representatives, student leaders, representatives from NGOs and employees associations. Representatives from the National Capital Region, including Gurgaon and Noida, also participated and submitted their representations to the Secretary of Northeast MP Forum, Takam Sanjoy.
All-out effort की नोटिस दिल्ली पुलिस नोटिस के लिए है. I think we are doing very well and I think आज हमारे MP आए हैं सेक्रेटरी नोटिस MP फोरम, उसे और भी हमें हौसला मिला है और भी हमें हिम्मत मिला है कि वैसे अगर हमारे पॉलिटिकल सपोर्ट की जरूरत है ताकि आगे हम देश सेवा में और स्पेशली नोटिस के लिए हम दिल्ली पुलिस सदा हमें आपके साथ है.
Takam Sanjoy urged the delegates to be more sensitive to issues concerning youth from the northeast. He also expressed satisfaction with the Delhi police's initiatives to safeguard interests of youth from the region.
Safety and security is more and more gaining momentum in Delhi, and we are grateful to the Delhi police for all these initiatives, and we are also grateful to the Home Ministry who have entrusted the Commissioner of Police for the appointment of a Chief Coordinator for the Northeast guys who are staying in Delhi.
Delhi Police has launched model security initiatives for people from the northeastern region. This includes the appointment of Chief Coordinator and standing order procedures based on zero tolerance for any discrimination against people based on color, creed or language. It also conducts regular meetings with student leaders, representatives, church leaders and NGOs from the region.
Next, we meet Shibani Ghosh, a craftsperson from Tripura who uses broken bangles to make beautiful showpieces. She's also helping other women become financially independent.
Shibani, a housewife from West Tripura district who had no formal training, found an innovative way of earning a living by making various decorative items from broken bangles. Her husband Abhijit helps her and looks after the marketing and procurement of raw materials. Shibani's venture also provides employment to other women in the locality who are happy to have found an option to add to their family income.
কিছু তো টাকা আসে বাড়িতে বসে আমাদের বেরোতে হয় না বাড়িতে তো সংসার অনেক কাজ থাকে কাজের ফাঁকে ফাঁকে করা যায় এটাই
These handmade products are in great demand in the local market and people are now keen to learn how to make them. Shibani's products have got good response at exhibitions and fairs held outside the state in Silchar, Guwahati and Lucknow. Shibani believes that with some financial help from the government, she can further expand her work and help more people earn a living.
যেটা আমি ফার্স্ট শুরু করেছি সেটা আমি যেরকম একটা মহিলা সেই মহিলা ঘরে বসে অবসর টাইমে এটা কাজ সব কিছু করেই আমি করছি আমার সব ঠিক আছে সংসারে কাজকর্ম করে করাটা কোনো মহিলার পক্ষে অসম্ভব না তাই আমি চাইছি এটা নিয়ে সমস্ত সবাই যদি এটা নিয়ে করে তার একলা রোজগারে বা কিছু সেটা হয় না সেটা দিয়ে ভালো একটা রোজগারের একটা আয় আছে
Shibani's success story is a source of inspiration for all women who want to become self-reliant.
The Northeast has vast natural resources. Availability of mineral water in Sikkim has led to the growth of bottled water industry. We take a look.
Natural streams and rivers in Sikkim are a boon for the growth of bottled water industry in the region. The government fruit reservation factory at Singtam in East Sikkim recently ventured into producing bottled water under the brand name Sikkim Supreme. The new plant at GFPF complex sources water from the hill stream above Singtam and produces quality mineral water to market locally and in rest of the country. About 30 workers have received training with the Bureau of Indian Standards. While most such units use a 5-stage purification process, this plant has the advantage of using a 7-stage process.
Sudden demand चाहिँ मार्केटमा बढेको त्यो चाहिँ हामी अब मार्केटमा यति सारो डिमान्ड चाहिँ पुर्याउनु चाहिँ फ्याक्ट्रीको किन हाम्रो चाहिँ प्लान्ट चाहिँ अब पहिला म्यानुअल चल्दै थियो अब चाहिँ त्यो हामी जुन चाहिँ बेसी डिमान्ड आउँदैछ त्यो फ्याक्ट्रीको या मार्केटको फ्याक्ट्रीले अलिक त्यसमा चाहिँ ओभर टाइमहरु गरेर त्यो डिमान्ड चाहिँ पुर्याउनु पुरा कोसिस गर्दैछ सो दैट कि हामी चाहिँ त्यो डिमान्डको लागि हामी नेक्स्ट अब यसलाई चाहिँ मोडर्नाइज गरेर त्यो चाहिँ हामी अटोमेटिक प्लान्ट लगाएर
The rising demand has led to the emergence of many such small-scale industries, which are helping in generating employment opportunities in Sikkim.
Every year, the National Students Union of India, NSUI, hosts the freshest meet in the capital to welcome students from across the country. This year, music bands from the Northeast enthrall the audience at the event.
Around 5,000 students from different parts of New Delhi gathered at the NSUI ground in Central Secretariat to celebrate the freshers' meet held under the theme of peace and unity. The event was organized by NSUI and the students from the Northeast in Delhi with the aim of bringing people together across barriers of race and language. During the event, the culture of the region, especially its dances, were on display. It included the Adi tribe cultural dance from Arunachal, Harvest dance from Nagaland and Satriya dance from Assam. One of the highlights of the event was the bamboo dance performed by young Mizo boys and girls in colorful traditional attires.
The people from different part of the country, they came together. They better understand each other. They can better know their culture, and it's open their mind also, so that they can feel that they are also the part of. We all are Indians.
During the event, a blues rock band from Meghalaya, Soulmates, and famous Assamese singer Papon enthralled the audience with their performance. Soulmates is one of the most famous bands in Asia. The band's vocalist Tipratik Harbangar and guitarist Rudy Walang performed original songs to a charged-up crowd.
Seven sisters united together in the capital. You know, I'm so happy to be able to do this in the capital with the rest of you know, the people from North India too.
Angarag Mahanta, an Assamese singer popularly known as Papon, also enthralled the audience. The audience had a great time listening to his hit songs like Kyun from the movie Barfi and the recent Sun Le Re from Madras Cafe. The audience also sang along with him.
If you work with a big heart, focused work, so I think all of them are really beautiful. What I saw today, the energy was beautiful. There was so much good energy, positive. So I'm really hopeful, and I think they're superstars.
Such initiatives are welcome as they not only promote unity but also help people understand the culture and traditions of the Northeast better.
With that, we've come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. I'm your host Limpin Visham, signing off. Do send in your feedback and suggestions to roving@anin.com. Goodbye and see you next week.